All right, what's up? Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a dead spot there. But welcome back. It looks like the rain has stopped. And we will head back to the office. Hey, Emanuel, what's up? Long time. Thanks for joining us. You know, looking at Billionaires Row, it looks like the clouds are clearing actually. You could just now start to see the top of 220 Central Park South, Central Park Tower, and 157, which is great. Hey, Soho Joe. Indeed, we are back. We'll cross the street and walk towards Central Park. Central Park. We are right on Central Park West here in New York City. Pretty soon the leaves are going to be changing colors. It's going to look really nice. Kind of looks like the leaves this year, probably because it's been so rainy and a little bit cold. Stephen Bate, welcome. Christian Hansen, good to see you. Now maybe we'll take a little bit of a detour. This is a faster way to get to the office on the east side. So we'll bang a left right at the Tavern on the Green. So let's head into Central Park. What's up, Roy? Good to see you from San Francisco. Actually looks like there's some big event gonna be going on. Jessica says it's odd how the news shows a ton of flooding, but I don't see any flooding. We're in Central Park. The flooding is in the subways and lower Manhattan. New York City's pretty big. I don't think a lot of people understand New York City is very big. So when people say flooding, it's not like the entire island of Manhattan, everybody's waist deep in water, right? It's some subway stations, you know, the water is filled up. And it's pretty bad, mainly in the outer boroughs, like Brooklyn. But the Upper West Side of Manhattan and Central Park has very high elevation. So all the water comes here and flows down into the subways, overwhelms the infrastructure, things like that. Jancy says, hey Tom, great stream. How's the new job treating you? It's really good. I'm getting a lot of good experience underwriting deals, and I'm working on some very, very exciting projects on some distressed properties. Office retail mix here in the city, so who knows? Maybe pretty soon we'll have a deal done. That's pretty interesting. I think there's a lot of opportunity to be had in commercial real estate here in Manhattan over the next 3 to 4 years, as well as residential. So the plan is the money I make, I can roll in to my own projects. That's what I want to do. Like develop maybe luxury condos here in Manhattan and Miami, Florida. And maybe buy some distressed properties, office retail mix. I think in 5 years, the city is going to be a lot different. I think it's going to be better than ever. I think the people who are betting on a massive Armageddon for the city, I think they're going to be wrong. I think a lot of those depressed valuations that are going to come, which they are going to come, because a lot of this commercial paper has to roll over, right, at much, much higher rates. That's going to make way for really smart and talented entrepreneurs to acquire these projects at reasonable valuations, right, reasonable prices, and get them ready for market. Because what you have now is you have ridiculously high prices and very, very low quality product. So it's just a business cycle. It's just the turn of a business cycle, and I think New York City is going to come out on the other end really, really good. In the distance, you could see the top of 15 Central Park West, as well as the Trump International Hotel and Tower. Hey, hang with Mark Mom, what's up? It's part 2 of the daytime stream. Looks like it's starting to rain again. Yeah, we're walking to work today, walking back to the office because the trains are delayed and they are down. Looks like this gentleman in front of us unfortunately got caught out without the umbrella. Ah, man, that sucks. Hopefully he lives close by. But yeah, it's been the rainiest September in 90 years in New York. I mean, the rain just never stops. It just comes and comes and comes. And it's been flooding like crazy in many of the subway entrances. I think LaGuardia has severe delays. Stephanie Stearns, welcome. Good to see you. But this is cool because you guys can see what Central Park looks like during the day when it rains. Look all the way in the distance. This building right here is Harry Macklow's building. 432 Park Avenue. It was developed by CIM. Now, we talked about this on last night's live stream, but his personal units, so Harry Macklow's personal units at 432 are going into foreclosure, and the auction is going to be on October 11th. Kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, Joan Case, is good to see your area is not flooding. The Upper West Side doesn't really have a lot of problems with flooding. It's mainly lower Manhattan, right? The lower the elevation you are. Parts of Tribeca, Chinatown have really, really big problems with flooding. Yeah, that's true. 3T3. This is very good with the rain at night. Agreed. KMM says storm drains are clogged with garbage. Yeah, that, and just the system is very old, right? Our septic system, the sewer system in the city, it's over 100 years old. So it's not built to withstand all of the additional population growth. This is 220 Central Park South, and in the distance, look at that, right behind it is Central Park Tower. Now the top third of the building you can't even see. It's literally in the clouds. This looks like a lake. Look at that. This tree right here looks really pretty, doesn't it? This is almost like full foliage on this tree. Chris says, I wonder if it's true that most of Billionaires Row is vacant. It's true and it's not true. I know a lot of people who have their primary residences at Central Park Tower on Billionaires Row at 432 Park Avenue, but you know, some of the more pricey apartments, right, as you get up to 40, 50, 60 million bucks, you know, $100 million, there are some foreign nationals that have purchased property and they've never even been there. So that's true. They're sort of just like piggy banks in the sky, so to speak. Oh, wow, guys, look at this. The entire bridge is flooded. Okay, this is crazy. Look at that. Now, I'll give a little bit of a description because I'm not sure you guys really understand what's going on here. This was a walking path under the bridge, and it is totally flooded out. This is probably 10 feet of water, literally. Look at that lamppost right here. There's probably 10 feet of water here. You could go swimming, take a canoe here under the bridge. We're walking over the overpass. Let me see if I could do wide angle lens. Wow, that's crazy. You know what we'll do? Let's walk around and let's stand right there and see, because that's going to be a shot of the century. That's going to be like the most iconic shot, seeing the water fill the underpass. Hopefully the city made sure there's no homeless people that are trapped there, because a lot of homeless people sleep under that bridge. I'm not saying that to be like mean or anything. I'm being serious. I mean, that water could have potentially come up and filled really quick. So hopefully there's like an NYPD dive team that checked that area out. Wow, guys, look at that. It's up. So that's probably 15 feet of water that is totally submerged right there. That is crazy. It's wild. All right, so as you walk down the path, under this little archway here, when it's not raining, there's usually people playing jazz music, ballet, everything, but it is totally filled up with water. That is crazy. No exaggeration, that's probably 15 feet of water. This is one of the most famous bridges too, the Grace Shot Art. Wow. So obviously that's lower elevation, right? So imagine some of the subway stations. It's literally like a swimming pool down there. When the water drains, we'll have to come back here just to sort of have a visual. But this is a really nice walking path, and you could go all the way under. And there's people playing jazz music, there's people performing ballet under there, a lot of street performers. It's kind of crazy to see it completely flooded. TB says Tom lives in Brooklyn. I do not. Custom American Fire Truck says, hey everybody, nice to catch a stream in the afternoon. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. You are joining us on our walk to work, as the subways are a little bit delayed here. Adam says, when is the rain gonna end and when will the water recede? I'm not too sure, honestly. It seems like we've been getting hit with unrelenting rain. But now we are going to exit Central Park and come out at 59th Street, Columbus Circle. Jack S says, were you at a showing before you started the stream? I was not. All of my meetings got canceled today because people just can't get around. The trains are running, but I mean, with 30, 40, 50-minute delays. Wow, Hang with Mark Mom says they predicted 2 more inches of rainfall before this is all over. Whew. I don't know how much more water the city could take on. Hopefully my flight won't be delayed. I fly out on Monday afternoon, so hopefully everything will be good by then. So welcome everybody to 59th Street, Columbus Circle. I see Penelope is here, welcome. Yeah, that is true. Mother Nature is definitely unpredictable. But you know what, guys? This is actually kind of fun. This is a nice break from work. We're walking around in the rain. I mean, obviously it's tragic, anybody who's getting flooded. You know, we don't want to overlook that because there are people and families that are losing a lot right now, particularly in the outer boroughs. You know, people, I mean, the flooding is crazy, okay? Particularly those of us who are from South Shore, Long Island. We definitely know what it's like with the flooding. So crazy. So this is the new development I was talking about. I don't think they're sales though. I think the developer decided to do rentals. Just because of the market environment, but. And this is a cool shot of the Stairway to Heaven, the Steinway Tower, and 157. So this building right here is the first building ever built on New York City's Billionaires Row. It was developed by Extel. That is Gary Burnett's company. And they also did Central Park Tower too. Now, if anybody is looking for an apartment in Tribeca, full service building, has a pool, has a gym, has a children's playroom, and also has a garage in the building, which is very rare. I mean, for Tribeca, that is extremely rare to have your own garage in the building. I have a listing that's off market. I don't know when I'm going to list it or if I may list it. I kind of want to try to sell it. I have a couple people circling, but it's a nice building. It's called 5 Franklin Place. It's on the 8th floor. 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bath. Really nice. So if you're watching this, if you're looking for a place in Tribeca, I have an off-market deal. Just email me. And parking in building. And the parking garage is so cool. So essentially the facade of the building is the garage. And the facade will open up. It doesn't really look like a garage door, but the facade opens up. You pull your car in, and then the car elevator, you pull onto the platform and your car sinks all the way down to the basement. And so everything is totally private. It's probably one of the coolest car elevators I've ever seen. I was trying to get some video of it, but I'm not allowed to take video of it because I guess some notable people live in the building with their vehicles there, which I understand. You don't want to get their license plates on camera, but it's the most unique parking garage I've ever seen in my life. So right here on the corner of 7th Avenue, folks, in Central Park South, this is the gorgeous New York Athletic Club. Fantastic. Great architecture. And right in the back is 157. Oh, you know what? This is really good news. This building all the way in the distance is one of my favorite buildings in all of New York City. It's called Alwyn Court. It has amazing architecture. And I've never got a chance to show you guys this during the day. So that is what we will do now. We'll cross the street and we'll check it out. But if you're enjoying the stream so far, feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We usually go live every day at 8:30 p.m. Usually not now, but okay, here it is. This is Alwyn Court, 180 West 58th Street. DXX says Mayor Eric Adams sent all non-essential city employees home today. So everybody's going home? Just kidding. Wow, this is beautiful. So you have Alwyn Court, 157, and the Steinway Tower to the left. The Steinway Tower is the skinniest residential apartment building in the entire world. Should be coming up on Carnegie Hall. You know, generally speaking, it looks like everything is stopped. We're about to walk past 157. So the first entrance on your left is the residences. So you could buy a condo in the building, but the entrance to the right is the hotel, which is 157. Now, if you own a unit in the building, you have access to all of the 5-star amenities from the hotel, including the pool, the spa, the gym, and much, much more. You have the Russian tea room across the street, as well as the Carnegie Hall. This is a really good artist here. I always shout him out. Good friend of mine. He does all of the artwork for the inside of the Hyatt Hotel, Park Hyatt, I should say. Here's another shot of the Russian tea room. Irving says, Tom, we never get to see your face. If you type !Thomas in the chat, you'll see my face in the About Me page. It's nothing exciting, nothing special. I don't think you're missing out on much. Now, I used to work in this building, but from what I hear, I think it actually may be going into foreclosure. I don't know if that's true or not, but from what I hear, I don't know if that's true, so don't quote me on that. Somebody told me the other day. No, Family Glow. So they're actually doing a full restoration of the facade at Carnegie Hall. It's going to look really nice. Unfortunately, all of the scaffolding is covering the entire thing, which I agree, it kind of sucks, but it's going to look really nice. I'm really excited for that. They're going to restore the entire facade. It's going to look nice. It's going to be great. Well, at least that's what we hope. All right, this is going to be an amazing shot of 111 West 57th Street. It's by Shop Architects. Now, one of our viewers of Walks on Wall Street here, Shredder, as he goes by on Twitter, was one of the main people who worked on this project, which is pretty cool. This is the skinniest residential apartment building in the entire world. 6th Avenue. I think we may just make it to the office before it starts to really get crazy rain here. Well, hopefully we make it. Yeah, you see, usually it says like 11 minutes for the train, 13 minutes for the train. Usually it's like once every minute or two. And that's not even accurate. You're probably gonna be waiting for like 20, 30 minutes at the subway. Hey, Jesse says, I'm moving to the Upper East Side in 1 month. Awesome. I'm not sure if you've ever seen our streams about Sutton Place, but Sutton Place is one of my favorite locations on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. Has a lot of co-op buildings, but if you're not looking for all of the crazy amenities and things like that, you can get some good deals on some co-ops. They're going to be older buildings, no amenities, but you can get a little bit larger space. More reasonable price per square foot, I'd say. Ooh, the wind is picking up, I feel it. Irving says, do you think it's a good time to seek your home? Do you mean sell? Or I don't know what seek. Well, California, I think there's going to be some major price declines in California. With this new mansion tax that went into effect to supposedly combat the homeless, you're going to see a flood of massive luxury listings hitting the market there, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, the new mansion tax that I think is going into effect, what, January 1? You're gonna have a glut of supply of big luxury mansions in LA coming onto the market, probably severe price declines too. Look, in general, right, there's an inverse correlation between interest rates and valuations for real estate, generally speaking, right? So as you go into a tightening cycle, as you go into a very aggressive quantitative tightening cycle like we're in now, real estate valuations go down. But the way that it works first, if you've studied a business cycle, is transaction volumes will dry up for existing home sales and new home sales, right? Last month in August, existing home sales were down 15% year over year, which makes sense, right? Because interest rates have moved up about 500 basis points, and I think they're going to continue to go up. So that means buyers who need financing aren't getting it, and that means really the only deals that are being done are all cash. Because if you need to leverage out the deal really doesn't make sense, it doesn't work, right? You can rent a really nice 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom in Tribeca for 15 grand a month. You could purchase the same place, and if you get a mortgage, well, that's gonna cost you like $25,000. So it just the numbers don't really work. So there needs to be an adjustment in the market, but real estate is illiquid, right? So at a business cycle, when interest rates go up, the most liquid assets, so assets that have the most liquidity, they reprice first, right? That's why you have, in 2021, when the Fed started to tighten, you had equities repriced in a big way, particularly these high beta growth stocks. Because professional investors, if you ever worked at an investment bank or if you're an analyst or anything like that, you build discounted cash flow models. And when interest rates are really low, the present value of a company's future cash flows are worth a lot. But as interest rates start to go up and your risk-free rate, right, that you're basing your DCF model on goes up, well, the present value of a company's future cash flows go down because rates are adjusting. And since equities are very, very liquid, they reprice very fast. You know, real estate is illiquid and it's very, very emotional, particularly the, you know what, let's cut through Trump Tower. I should probably close my umbrella before I go inside, right? I think that'd probably be the appropriate move. Hey. Alrighty, guys. I can actually get to my office through the Trump Tower anyway, so it's... Whew. Alright, might as well show you the presidential seal. It's 45, President Donald J. Trump. Let me close my umbrella. My umbrella's broken. So, now this waterfall is actually really nice, but it's off. I think it's for maintenance. All right, here we are at the atrium. And guys, I gotta go to the office. I gotta get some work done. I gotta make some calls. I gotta try to get some deals done and contracts out this month. It's the end of the month, so hopefully we'll get some deals in contract. And I'll see you guys later tonight. I gotta run. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and we may or may not see you back here tomorrow night or tonight at 8:30. We got to see. So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for accompanying me on this walk from the Upper West Side to the office because the trains are down. But now it's time to get some work done and get the job done. So take care, everybody. Happy Friday, and we may see you later tonight.